welcome to the stream, or to Inky's quest, a cuttlefish campaign, scenario 5 by now. Before I actually start, sorry for delaying the start of the stream, and second of all, there is a new subscriber on YouTube who literally chose the name No One At All. So basically it would show up as no one at all has subscribed. I guess that might have been the idea, but it didn't quite work out. Anyway, thanks for the subscription. Then I hope my voice is okay, and I hope that this time I've turned on the microphone before starting, because last scenario I went in like 3 minutes or something talking without noticing that no one could hear me, but someone luckily pointed it out. But yeah, this time it seems to be working. Anyway, I'm just gonna start like in the previous scenario. We managed to finally hunt down that one merfolk and the humans they informed, and we killed them all. Small problem though, we killed them while in the territory of a Lich Lord, or so-called Lich Lord, who just summoned, reanimated pretty much all of them. And yeah, that did not go well, so we started running. And we're still running, we're still getting chased, and now we're gonna run into some drakes, and yeah. Hope that they delay them enough for us. And hi Inferno. Let's go. Clash of the Drakes. Just when Inky and Master C had thought that they had completed their mission, they were faced with a more powerful enemy than anything they had seen before. An ancient leak. Okay, I forgot the pronunciation, whatever. Who claimed to be an apprentice of the infamous League Lord Javian. Okay, give me a moment. How is this pronounced? Because I forgot again pronunciation.
Lich.
Okay, Lich. Lich Lord Javian. Javian was fairly minor as far as Lich Lords go, and his forces wouldn't be a worthy opponent for the army of Wesnoth. But now the soldiers that held him at bay were dead, and he was unable to unleash his horrible powers on our heroic mollusks. Hurry up, Inky. The undead lord seems to be chasing us. From what I remember of the previous battle, those freaks don't move any faster in the water. We will be of venerable age before they catch us. Using my power over fungi, I can create way for my forces. It's just a matter of time before I catch you, mollusks. Look, Master, those abominations can turn sea to land. Perhaps we can't outswim them after all. That's why we've come here. This volcanic archipelago something is home to the drakes. They breathe flames, and the undead seem vulnerable to fire. Today is the day of your defeat, old man. I challenge you to the duel for the position of the war chief. You dare to challenge me, twerp? I've seen naggers that were stronger and servants that were braver than you. Do you think those fire-breathing reptiles pose an obstacle to me, mollusks? I'm invulnerable. By the way, fun fact, he has a trait dim. So yeah, he was a pretty minor Lich Lord apparently. Nothing can stop me. You cannot hide from my wrath. Just in case his boasting has any seed of truth, we should escape while there are still some drakes that could slow him down. Gah! So starting objectives is move Master Seat and Inky to the northern edge of the map. It's a starting objective, meaning the objectives will be changed at some point. Like look, there is hex of ice, where a kind of cuttlefish is trapped, and we will have to free them. And I tell you this already because I'm gonna try to free them as soon as possible, like pretty much instantly, because if I have to move to those 3 axes to the Rockbone Caves where I have a movement cost of 5, like of 5 I say again, which is why it's gonna be pretty hard to actually get there in time if I start moving a bit later than now. So first of all, the loyal tentacles, but only those who are not yet level 3, so I can actually keep leveling up. I do need a healer, and I'm gonna need giant clams, because giant clams are steadfast, pretty resistant, like sort of resistance to fire, but very much resistance to blade, which and impact, which is the well, the ways of damages, the melee damages of the drakes, and they also have a pierce range attack, so even more effective against drakes. Also remember, I do not actually want to wipe the drakes out, I just want to survive them, so steadfast and a slowing melee attack is the perfect way to go. So basically I want to activate this one before those guys have even arrived. Look, Master, there's some weird cuttlefish that seems to be trapped in something white. That white thing is ice. It is water turned solid by low temperature. This brings into question what it is doing in this warm environment inhabited by fire-breathing creatures. Maybe he will tell us if we save him from it, but I better not touch that ice. It looks really cold. The volcano on the northwest looks like it's connected to several vents. If we block them, the accumulated pressure might cause the volcano to explode and melt the ice. So, new objectives? Rescue the trapped creature by closing the volcanic vents. And like there's 1, 2, 3. Like this one is pretty easy. This one is tolerable if you get to it early. But this one is gonna be different. It's gonna be annoying because all the drakes are smacked up in the middle of this, and they're not gonna ignore me. That's that much I'm sure about. Okay. First of all, try to send them some help. Okay, they can reach, so maybe I should be doing this. And I want more clams. So Inferno is saying clams can be really good at defending key position, at least that's how they use them. And yeah, pretty much, I mean, they're steadfast, that's all I really want. Also they have a 60% chance to dodge on deep water. So it's not that easy to actually hit them. So we're gonna block this one from there. Interesting. I would have expected this one to attack this, but okay. I can live with that. Now let's see if I can actually get there in time and get out again. Like the getting out is a problem. One vent is closed, but we must block them all. So first of all, I want to move this one away from there, and I'm also gonna block those guys so they cannot rush this one. Like that would hurt a lot. Well, and I kinda still gotta protect this one somehow. Like, let's crush this one first. We're attacked by some monsters. Shouldn't we postpone our duel until we deal with these beasts? Are you scared of me, old man? Scared of you, Trip? Never. So basically, they're not smart enough to stop fighting. Or at least this guy's not smart enough to allow them to stop fighting while they deal with me. Like, I was wondering how I say this best, but yeah, basically they would be dealing with me and probably the undead. So yeah, this is not so to actually stop them in the long run, but just to stop this Chocobo from instantly going for my masked cuttlefish. So nice thing is also now they do start fighting each other to some degree. As you can see, not to that huge of a degree. But it could be good enough for me to get out, I guess. So now I got to kill this one, so my masked cuttlefish can get out, but that's pretty much the only trouble I will be having right now. Or should be having. And die. Ouch. Okay, so I gotta get this one away from there. No, I'm not accepting that. So yeah, I obviously should be more careful with their range, because I did not think that they would get over there, but yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I'm just gonna leave the collecting of stuff to this one. Okay, and I just checked now. It doesn't matter if it's deep water or shallow water, the drakes still have a really bad defense there. So they should be good with this. One can attack and then they're safe. Good. I liked it so far. Good. Then this goes over. This hopefully goes over better than the previous attempt. I mean, at least there's no more risk to my double tentacle, because it's over there and it's pretty safe. But there's still plenty of risk to my masked cuttlefish, as you can see. Okay, they survived, so that's good enough. And it seems they actually can get out quite freely, so I'm in less trouble than I thought. I approve. I'm surprised, but I approve. Okay, part of the reason why I got the clams is they are pretty good deterrent to for the drakes for actually attacking me. Like, there are no attacking them. There's no good choice for attacking a clam, at least not for the drakes. Everything sucks. Meaning I'm somewhat safe, at least, from their attacks while they focus on each other. At least that's a plan. This, I guess, and like this, I suppose. Yep, that looks great to me. So, like, I was hoping of maybe he could go over there and open this vent, but no, he can't. He cannot move onto land, so that option is not possible. If I had sent some other unit over there, then I could have done that, because any other unit I have can move onto land, but I didn't, so it's too late for that call. No. So they will hopefully decimate the undead by some degree. Like, they've got a lot of gold, a lot of income, but as what's his name again? as Master C had said, fire is the weakness of them. And I absolutely intend to make use of that. At least I do think that evens the odds a little bit in regards of the drakes, even though they are fighting each other. Like, this is a bit awkward that they have to kill each other before being able to fight the undead, but it is what it is, and it should still work. So if they attack me, I kinda have to attack back. Like, I do not actually have to, but it only seems polite. And I don't know if ignoring them would really go over that well. Because if I ignore them too much, they might actually be able to deal some damage at least. And yeah, I don't want that. I prefer not taking any damage at all. Or at least not any without getting some XP in return. This feels a bit like free labor if I just let him hit me. You know? Then I'm just gonna run off over there. And I'm set for the rest of the scenario pretty much. Like, this was the diciest spot, as you can see. Like, everyone wants to fight there. So getting there is a bit difficult once the fight actually started. But because I managed to get there before the fight started, I'm fine. The other two, like as I said, one of them is pretty easy, and this one over here is not as difficult actually, as it doesn't seem to be that difficult so far. Because first of all, there are only 2 contenders. Second of all, the undead are about to come in full force, being a target that's going to be focused more easily than my creatures. Like, as you can see, I totally messed up the green drakes, the drake rebels. So that should work. By the way, it looks like Inky cannot advance further, but I think in the first scenario or so we were given a note about Inky being able to level up beyond level 3 if he chooses the cuttlefish and kraken option. So we're gonna take that one. See, he can level up. Because he's a specific kind of unit. Like, it really works only for Inky, not for the kraken itself. So even if you look at the description, it's not gonna show us anything. But we will find out a time in about only 120 XP. That's actually a bit low. This is like the XP needed if a normal kraken wanted after max level advancement, like those +3 hit points. But it's far too low for an actual advancement. Like, I might be ruining some trick basically with by reporting, but I do think this 120 XP requirement is not intended. But at least it doesn't make sense. It should be higher. So I'm assuming the author will increase it at some point. It might also be just a bug of this version and not of the campaign itself. Of not something the author intended themselves at all. Also, yeah, this is not a nice picture. Like, if you see over there, this is not nice. It means basically the image is not the size, not the expected size, resulting in this kind of bug. So I'm just gonna stick with other creatures instead. this is interesting. Under defense animation. Interesting. Like, as you can see, like, let me just create a unit. Let's take yeah, Amagon and Drake, why not? Like this, his defense animation places them above the water. But not this guy. Actually, if I put a treasure here, like this is a Wesnoth bug, not a campaign bug. Still curious. See? Those guys, like everyone else, but this guy stays on the level of where they should be. But this guy, this Drake Arbiter, somehow levitates above the water while defending. So yeah, I gotta report that. Like, I saved before I enabled the debug mode, so I could get back to here. Placeholder. I'm just gonna write down a placeholder for now. Okay. Fair enough. And I gotta write down that 120 XP requirement. Just give me a moment. Where are... there you are. Inky, Kraken. There we go. Then let's keep moving for now. I'm also just gonna leave one or two of those giant clams down there and a mystic tentacle just to defend the villages, because even though they really don't want to attack me, it doesn't mean that they're not above just stealing any villages they can get their hands on. Like, that's absolutely something they're going to do. Which is why I'm gonna leave a skeleton crew, haha, to defend my villages. So it's just enough to deny them immediate access to my villages. And they're still fighting each other. Damn. Okay, it's apparently not only the defense animation. Okay, so apparently there is talk about Legend of Wesnoth revision going on in the development chat of Wesnoth. So certainly something I would like to read up on once I'm done here, but not something I can actually give my attention to right now. But kinda nice that I caught this, because I absolutely believe I would have missed this if not for me checking up on this, me noting down this bug right now. Prodigal Hall. It's honestly impressive how easily they deal with the undead, even though there's so much infighting right now. Like, I mean, it does help that it's daytime right now, but it's still pretty amazing. And they level up, so the Drake rebels finally have a level 2 unit beyond their leader. I do wonder though if that enemy leader is just gonna die right now or not. I mean, honestly looked like that's exactly what's gonna happen, which is kind of funny, honestly. Also pretty fail too. Like they basically risked for almost no gain. Like they did defeat a level 2 unit, but risking their leader to do this? Like this guy deals about... Nope, not this one, this one. Deals 10 damage per hit against this guy. Okay, like 4 out of 5 hits is likely, but not 5 out of 5 hits, not as much. It's still pretty damn likely, so it's absolutely possible for it to happen, but it's not that likely anymore. Like it's not perfect, it's not the most likely result, but it's still plenty likely, to be honest. And I don't... But it's probably more likely to have 4 hits. Okay, it is absolutely more likely to have 4 hits or less instead of having all 5 hits. So, okay, ignore I said anything, there was a chance for them to kill something and so they killed it, disregarding that they had a slight but present chance of killing their enemy leader. So, this guy just take a village. So I'm just gonna take over this village right now, at least that's a plan. Just so I can trigger this block, this when not trigger it, I block it. That's the word that was used. So I'm fine. Yep. This is looking fine. Not for the drakes actually. Because while they were absolutely dominating during the day, they are apparently not strong enough. And one thing I'm pretty sure about now... Okay, I should not have slowed this guy because now this guy's gonna die. And this is bad. This is pretty bad right now. Oh come on, really? Really? Also, oh come on. Okay, the Drake Rebel is effectively dead. Like, yeah. There's not much, there's nothing I can do for that one. This one wanted to annoy me. Well, good luck with that. You did it. And this should be just fine. Like, this is a good defensive position. What else could I really want for there? Right, I forgot. Actually, okay, purple has their turn before green, so green is probably dead. Yeah, was good to know that. At least they're not gonna be raised as a corpse, because they were on the village. What a senseless waste of a Drake's life. Unless anyone else want to challenge me, I remain the war chief. So, the result of this was, by the way, that every single green unit that survived turned to the blue side, because he's still the war chief and he remains the leader. Meaning that everyone follows him now. Please kill them. Yes! So he's gonna survive at least next turn. I mean, it was pretty close, he almost died there. There's still one open vent. Hurry up! I frankly forgot how exactly I do this one's voice. So I do not know if I made the right impression right now. Anyway, those guys still gotta run. And yeah, as you can see, it's still pretty safe here. Clams are just a perfect counter for drakes if you're fighting on deep water or even open water. Any kind of water. Oh, come on, really? Are you kidding me? I mean, seriously? I do not approve. I really hope it's... So any of the Drake has to be alive for me to win this. So I'm... Okay, I'm safe. First of all, I actually make it out before this Drake leader dies, but I still wonder what would happen if none of the Drakes survived. If the leader died, but only one Drake was surviving. So for this, let's first of all close that vent and free this one. Now, when all the vents are closed, we should wait until the volcano explodes. But rather than waiting idly, we should try to get as far away from Undead as possible. Good idea, Inky. Okay, so this is not quite immediate. In that case, I am in trouble. I think we shouldn't leave the trapped creature behind. We should rescue the frozen creature before we leave. So I'm getting close to escaping. But I cannot actually leave right now. Which is why they're saying this. And let's see. Oh, there's a typo. Nice. S5. Like, killed by those monsters rather than in honorable combat. What a shame. And the typo is that next sentence starts with a lowercase word when it should obviously start with an uppercase word. Okay, please. Okay, this guy is still alive, so I'm still fine. Oh, alright, there's also this guy, but yeah, apparently it doesn't really matter if the unit, if the leaders are dead, as long any unit survives. So this was the eruption of the volcano, and this is a so-called fire squid, which has the fire breath in addition to the usual tentacle attack. Thank you for freeing me. It's nice to see some fellow cephalopods. Hello, my name is Inky and this is Master Seahead. Who are you? You don't look like a normal cuttlefish. My name is Flamey and I'm a fire squid. We live in this volcanic archipelago and have learned how to breathe fire just like the flakes do. So how did you get trapped in that ice? A blind lizard mage is terrorizing these waters, setting traps to catch my kind. Like if one crazy user of ice magic chasing us wasn't enough, don't the dwellers have something better to do than trying to kill us? Well, they try to kill each other often too. Oh, okay, this is just a typo in that case. Like there is one L too many in the well. So, move Master Seahead, Inky and Flamey to the northern edge of the map. Is this close enough? Okay. I do not actually have to get to the edge, I just have to be close enough. In that case, give me a moment to see if I can collect some XP somewhere. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna kill this guy because then I would instantly lose. And yet it's pretty much all I can get because all the other enemies are just not in range. Wait for me, friends! So yeah, basically that. Do you think you can escape me so easily, mollusks? I'm unstoppable! And this is another typo, just a moment. Unstoppable. Or at least I think so. Like I actually gotta Google if this is correct to you. Stop. Okay, it's a typo. Reported it is. We must avenge the death of our war chief. Don't let that leash escape. Pathetic reptile. You can barely slow me down. I see you have enough problems on your own, but would you mind helping me with that blind lizard? We will help you if you promise to help us with our quest later. Agreed. So I get a 320 bonus gold. And by the way, this one has a loyal marker, but it should have a silver crown because I lose if they die. So also something I gotta write down. And also this is already scenario. This scenario. Next time we are apparently gonna find a blind lizard mage that has cold magic, which like okay, lizards usually have cold magic. Ice magic, I mean. Any questions before I end this? Because otherwise I'm just gonna say thanks for watching and see you next time. Which will probably Wednesday. Tomorrow. One of those two things. Okay. Yeah, and in that case, see you too, Inferno. Thanks for watching.